Alright, let's go.
Have we got everything?
Yes, that's all Lucas asked for.
Is Mummy going to get better with this?
She will be alright, Hugo. Mummy is tough, isn't she? Just like you.
That's right. I can't wait for us to find a new castle.
Well, you've got the taste of a king now. We'll see what we can do. We have to leave the region first.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to A Plague Tale Innocence. That is the last time I will be saying that in this series, as this is chapter 17, which is just going to be a short epilogue to end things off. We can see that it's been 3 days since we took out Vitalis, and people seem to be getting back to their lives without any fear of rats.
So, were you able to go home?
Yes. The nest is still there, but it's empty.
I can't believe the rats are gone for good.
Let's hope they are.
I hope they are too. I worked very hard to rid the world of rats, and it's just really nice to see no rats' nests, no rats.
Hello, young man. You want to try your hand at shooting?
Not me. My sister's really good. Right, Amicia?
Now this is optional, but why not?
Alright, let's have a go.
Good, good. The rule is simple. You have 6 stones, 6 possible shots. Try and shoot as many targets as possible. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go on, Amicia.
Even if you don't shoot all of these targets, if you miss,
Yes.
you'll still get a prize. And all we're playing for is an apple for Hugo. But I think it's kind of a nice throwback to the beginning of the game when we got him an apple.
Hey, you know how to do it. You won an apple. And all due respect.
Yes, Amicia, well done.
The apple's for you, Hugo. You're my biggest supporter.
Oh, thanks. I was hungry.
As always.
Hey, today we're celebrating the 3rd day without rats. There's a little fair down the street. Go take a look.
A fair? A real fair? I've never seen a fair before.
Hugo, Lucas is waiting for us. We should be getting back.
But it's a fair. Come on.
Hugo! Alright, but we can't stay long.
I'm happy to see Hugo is in high spirits after everything that he's gone through.
Oh, that's the young boy.
Oh no.
No, boy, you just can't come in.
But why?
Because you can't. That's why.
Hey, is there a problem?
Look, the problem is a kid and his sister are wanted around here. By important people. And we just don't want any trouble here, you understand?
I can see very well. Hugo, we have
Now,
to go.
unfortunately, not all is well,
But the
because
fair.
it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to rest. Perhaps the Inquisition is still banded together somehow. Perhaps we're in trouble for killing Vitalis. It's not really clear.
Hey, Hugo.
What?
The first one to arrive at the cart wins 20 apples.
20 apples?
But you'll never beat me. Right, Slug?
What? You'll see.
Oh, yeah? Then on 3. 1, 2...
3.
Hey!
Oh, you little cheater. Either way, doesn't matter. We're just
I'm
trying
right
to
behind you.
raise his spirit.
You can't beat me.
It is so nice to see
Alright,
a little bit of
alright.
happiness, though.
You won!
Yes, 20 apples.
And we can see that Lucas has decided to stay by our side.
We made it, Lucas. Do you have everything? The St. John's wort, the hawthorn, all of it. Let's go. Good.
Amicia,
Yes?
why are they looking at me like that? Melly looked at me the same way. Then she left. Because she doesn't like me anymore.
Hugo, she had other things to do.
That's not true. But it doesn't matter.
Aw, poor Hugo. I feel bad for him a little bit, you know.
Is she going to sleep much longer?
She has to get her strength back. With the herbs you bought, she'll soon be back on her feet.
All right. Hey, Hugo,
What?
do
Do you think I'm pretty?
You're ugly. Really ugly.
Ugly? Me?
You look like a big fat fly.
A fly? Your own sister? Oh, such a slur requires punishment.
Lucas!
Hey!
Help! The fly's attacking me.
And they all get to ride off in the distance somewhat happily ever after. I hope there is a period of time where the three of them can maybe just focus on being kids for a little while, even though obviously their lives are never going to be the same. I think it's just finding where they're gonna go and nursing Beatrice back to health, but fortunately she did live, and so we do have some of our family reunited. And Lucas probably doesn't have anywhere else to go, so it's very fortunate that he decided to stay with us because he can help us bring our mother back to health. Now, when this game came out, I don't know if they ever thought of making a sequel. The ending of this game was pretty definitive, but not definitive enough that they couldn't make it into a series. While I was recording this, I actually was also playing the sequel, which came out last year, I think, in 2023, at the same time that I was recording, and so it was interesting to play the two side by side. I'm glad they made a sequel because this is just such a unique concept for a game. It's so fun. And I had fun replaying it, I had fun recording it, and it got pretty good reception actually. A lot of people seem to tune in and watch this, and so thank you all so very much for your support. I'm really sad that we don't get any closure as to what happens with Melly at all. And in my own personal headcanon, she goes back to the chateau. I think that would make the most sense. If they didn't get a chance to bury Arthur before they headed to the cathedral, then she could go back and give him a proper burial. And the Inquisition mentioned as we were going through the town that nobody was sent to go and check on Nicholas at all. So I can only assume that the Inquisition doesn't know where she is, and even if they did, they're sort of broken up now. So to me, that seems like a safe place that she could go to, and she could live, and nobody would know where she was. She could still be a thief. She could still use her skills and return to the chateau and at least have a very safe place to live. But we never hear anything about Melly ever again. And it would have been nice if we all would have stuck together for a time, but I understand that she needs to go and figure out her own way. And if you have played this or you're thinking about playing this, first of all, I recommend playing it. It's great. It's a couple of years old now, so it's on pretty much every platform known to mankind. And if you have played it, please let me know what your thoughts are. And if you haven't played the sequel but you enjoyed this, I think the sequel is definitely worth checking out. And if anybody wants to see the sequel to this, then please let me know, and I will possibly pick that up and give that a play one day. Perhaps that will be another thing that I can do for the channel. We're reaching the end of the credits here. Not a very long credit sequence for the size of this game. I'm actually quite surprised by that. It's been a wonderfully wild ride. I want to thank everybody so much once again for all of your support, all your comments, and for sticking with me. I hope that you will continue to do so, and that I will see you in whatever project it is that I bring next to the channel. We're back at the title screen now, and there's really nothing else for me to say. I think I've said everything that needed to be said, so a big thank you once again, and I hope that I will be seeing you next time.